My name is Connor with MBS Motors, and here we have a 2018 GLC 300 with just a little bit over 21,000 miles on it that we do have here offered for sale. This is a really nice example of this vehicle. It is polar white over a silk beige interior and has lots of options going around this car. First thing is that we do have the 5-spoke Mercedes-Benz wheels on there, which are fantastic. It is a square setup, so you can rotate tires front to back, which you cannot do with all Mercedes now. So it will save you a little bit of money in the long run, which is pretty cool. We do, of course, have the keyless go system in this vehicle. So as long as I do have the key in my pocket, all I need to do if I want to lock the vehicle is tap on the outside of the handle. If I want to unlock, I tap anywhere on the inside, just like so. You see the mirror folds up just to let you know that it is locked or unlocked. We can also do that on any handle as long as we do have the key with us. So if I go to the back handle, same thing, I can lock it up and then tap on the inside to unlock, just like so. Now, one thing that kind of goes along with that is going to be our hands-free access in this vehicle. What that means is that I can come up behind it, kick underneath the tailgate, and open it up just like so. Again, as long as I do have the key with me. Now, in order to close it, we do have 2 buttons up here. This one here to close the tailgate only. This one here to close the tailgate and to lock the vehicle. So the other way that we can do it is we can, of course, kick under again as well to close it, but we'll do that here in just a second. Now, back here, we have a couple cool things. First off is going to be we do have a locking cargo compartment under this rear panel, which is pretty cool. Since we do have run flats on all the GLCs now, we do not have a spare tire under here. So pretty cool. When you lift this up here, you do have a good amount of storage space. So if we do need to, we can put a laptop, something like that, under here, lock it up, and it's nice and safe. Now, I'll go ahead and put this back down for now. And then we'll take a look at all of our seats right here. So, right up here, we do have a couple different things. We have our cargo cover, of course, if you do want to cover up so people can't see what's back here. We do also have the ability to drop those rear seats from the back. So if I want to drop those seats down, pull that tab right there. Seats fold forward for you. Tab on the right, folds that right-hand seat forward. Now, if I want to, I can also remove this just like so. So it makes it pretty easy if you do need to get something big back here. Now, if I do want to close all this up, all I need to do, looking right down here, kick underneath, and close it back up hands-free, which is pretty nice. Now, going around the side here, we do have a couple more cool options on this one in particular. You do have the 360 camera, which does come with cameras underneath the mirrors. Of course, you have the backup camera, and you also have a camera right here under the star in the front. That allows you to get a nice 360 view around the car, so you can kind of see exactly where you're parking, which is really nice, especially in parking lots and things like that. But we'll talk a little bit more about that here in a second. You do also have these really nice LED headlights and tail lights. So you get that nice bright white light, as well as this nice aesthetic daytime running eyebrow, we call it, right up there. And of course, you have parking sensors all the way around the vehicle on this one as well. So a pretty cool car overall, very nicely optioned. Now, as far as interior options, let's go ahead and jump in here really quick. Just starting out on the door panel, you do of course have the Mercedes-Benz standard kind of things. Your 3-position seat memory right up here, seat heaters of course, all of your power adjustments, power windows, etc. Coming right over here, we do have our automatic headlights of course, and our automatic windshield wipers. Right down in here, we have a couple different buttons. This one right here is just to turn our parking sensors off in case we were going through a car wash or something like that. This button right next to it is to actually access that 360 camera. So what we'll do, we will jump in really quick. Go ahead and crank it up. We do a push button start, of course. All right. Now, Like I said, we do have a little bit over 21,000. It's 21,367 miles on the clock. Now, looking down here, if I press this 360 camera button right here, it allows me to look all the way around the vehicle for that really nice bird's eye view. I can also cycle through all the different camera angles, so I can even see if I turn my steering wheel. You can see your front wheels right there. Pretty cool little feature. And that does, of course, pop up automatically if you do go into reverse or anything like that. So, pretty neat feature, of course. Now, back in here, along with that, we do, of course, have our cruise control right down here. Direct select for shifting our gears. There's an electronic selector, along with an electronic parking brake that is also automatic. So if you do go, you park the vehicle somewhere, you can just put it in park, turn it off. It'll automatically set that parking brake for you. And same thing when you get in the vehicle, you put it in drive, you're ready to take off, it will automatically remove it for you as well, which is a pretty nice little feature. Coming over here, we do of course have our Audio 20 system right up here, automatic climate controls, a couple little buttons and switches down on the bottom here, dynamic select, that allows you to change the driving modes in the vehicle. So if I take this little switch here and I bump it forward, you'll see that puts us into sport mode, Sport Plus mode. As I go up in those, basically it just makes the driving mode a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more fun, a little bit worse fuel economy, of course, but it's a little bit more fun to drive. Or you can go the opposite way. If I bring it back here, I can go into comfort mode, which is our default, or I can go back into eco mode, which will give us really, really good fuel economy on the highway, especially on road trips, things like that. So kind of cool to be able to change that around, just depending on what kind of driving you're looking to do. All right, so other than that, we do of course have on this one Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. What that allows you to do is plug your phone in, and then you can go through here. You can use Apple Maps, Google Maps, Waze, whatever you like up on the screen here, as well as run Spotify, Apple Music, any of that kind of stuff via the screen, so you can actually see what's going on. So again, a pretty cool little feature. All those do plug in the center console down here. You have two USB ports, one for Apple CarPlay and charging, and the other would be just for charging or regular media playing. Also in this vehicle, we do have our home link right up here for programming up your garage door, some community gates, things like that. SOS functions right up there if we do wish to hook that up. And we do have that front and rear panoramic roof, which is also very, very nice. But overall, really, really well optioned vehicle. Couple other things just as we're getting out and wrapping up here. One really cool thing about this vehicle is that it does also have something called collision prevention assist. So that is one of the safety items on the vehicle. Means that if you are going in traffic, you're getting a little bit distracted maybe, something like that, car in front of you slams on his brakes, this car will beep at you. If you don't do anything, it does have the ability to initiate braking for you, as well as increase that braking power as necessary. So it's a very, very cool feature. Along with that, you do also have something called Parking Pilot, which together with that 360 camera system and those sensors actually will allow this car to go through and park itself in parallel spaces and normal spaces. So pretty cool stuff with this one. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out or come by for a test drive. Have a great rest of your day.